Today we're gonna remove the transmission on a Chevy Tahoe. It's like 27, 28. First thing we're gonna remove the battery on the positive side. 12-1 size 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 15 millimeter, long stanchions, ratchet, impacts if you have any. First remove the battery, then we'll go under and show you what we have to remove under. Okay, now we're under. What we're gonna do, we're gonna remove the drive axle. No drive axle. We're gonna remove la flechita. Cut it off from here to the rear end. Gonna need 10 millimeter for bolts. So those two. On those two. Then we're gonna get it out. Once the one is out, we're gonna disconnect the linkage, which is this one right here. We're gonna remove the nut. This is like 14 millimeter. This one right here. Then from there, we're gonna remove the starter. So we're gonna remove the torque converter 3 bolts, which is gonna be, I think, 13 or 14 millimeters. Oh no, 14 or 15. I'll let you know right now for sure. Then once it's done, we're gonna remove the full exhaust with the 6 bolts or nuts. It's gonna be 15 millimeter, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, up there. So remove those 2, and then we're gonna remove this 2 from here, and the whole Y thing is gonna come off. See, you have 2 sides, one here, one there. This full piece is gonna come out. So let me go ahead and remove all those parts for now. This one right here, with those 4 bolts right in the back. Alright, so we have it out. It connects to the rear end. It wasn't a 10 millimeter, it was 11 millimeter. Just to get those off, pull it out, push it out, and good to go. So now what I'm doing is disconnecting the transmission linkage. All you need is a 15 millimeter. It's not off. You pry this out. You see how it looks. So remove it. Get this bracket off. Put the nut in. Back in again. Now, this bracket is held on top of the transmission, so we're not gonna get it from there. So what we're gonna do is there's a little clip in here. Let me try to move the light. Right there. There. This is the oxy right there. This one right here is a clip. So we have to pry it out. Let me show you from the top. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the one. You see, that's a clip, so we're gonna have to pry this bad boy out. Push it up. Remove it. And that's how we can remove the whole linkage. So let me go ahead and do it so I can get the cable off. From there we're gonna go. So now also I removed this exhaust, the 15 millimeters nuts. Took that off. That one is going to connect over the 2. This is gonna be one full piece. So we can remove the transmission linkage or cable from there. Removing the clip. So let me go ahead and get a flat screwdriver. Let me start getting it off. Okay, now the clip is off. So we can see it from here. Right here. Clip off. So all you have to do, let me show you something. Let me get it off first. So the whole linkage is off. So a little trick when you pull it out. You see it has 2 tabs. You see this tab right here and right here? You have to push it in. You see how I was pushing it in? Like that. So it can come off from the little square. So that's how you remove the linkage. Save this clip because you're gonna need it at the end when you assemble everything again. So, okay, so now this is done. Let's move it out of the way. We're gonna remove anything or every electronic connector. Any plug you're gonna remove from the transmission. Whatever is on the way. Now, right now, I'm gonna remove the starter. which is right here. Remove the starter. Just move it out of the way so I can remove the 3 bolts for the torque converter on the flywheel. So let me go ahead and do that. Remove the starter right now. I'll be right back. Alright, now to remove the starter on the Tahoe. 2007, 2008, I think this one is, with the 5.3 and less engine. First, you're gonna remove the starter. No, first you're gonna remove the battery, my bad. Unplug the battery. Tools you're gonna need: 13mm socket, medium or large. Don't get the shorter one. Just get a medium size. Medium extension, impact, or a ratchet. Batteries unplugged. I got these 2 bolts right there. Those 2 right there. 13mm. Let me go ahead and get it done. Okay, the 2 bolts are off. 2 right there, 13. All you're gonna have to do is put one here, between here, anywhere, hold it. It's a lot of space, so all you have to do is push it back. Try to wiggle it, find your way out. Whatever is on your way, try to work around it. It's gonna be plugged on top, so there you go. It's coming out. Good. So it's already out. So all you're gonna have to do from there, make your way out so it can come down, so you can get into the connections. Let me try to make it hang, and then so I can get it off. All right. So once you remove the 2 bolts and the starter is loose, all you want to do, you're gonna push it back up. But you're gonna get these transmission lines off the little hook. Let me show you. This is 2 transmission lines that we're holding to these hooks. Just push it up so it can hook. You have more space. You're gonna put the starter going up, and now you have better access to the cables. All you need is a 8mm for a little one, automatic, and the one seems to be, I think it's a 13 or 14. Let me make sure. Okay, so the main one, which is the big one right here, this one right there is a 13mm. That's all you need. So you see I have more access once the starter is pointing up. So it's good to use the impact or the ratchet. So we get that off. Once we get the main power cable from there, we get the top one, which is the 8mm. So let me go ahead and get that one off. There's off. We can go ahead and remove the cable. Oh. There's a light. Right. Damn it. Right there. Eh. So right here. We're good to unplug the cable. Let me go ahead and get that, so I can get the little one also. Okay, now to remove the automatic little cable, the one it just does the click when you do the switch inside, is an 8mm. Little tiny nut. Pop it off right here. So now we can disconnect all the cables like this. So this one is off. So we're missing the big one right here. So let me put them down, and then starter is gonna come off. Okay, so now we have the cables down. We have the starter pointing down. I'm gonna bring it through here, right in the middle. Try to make it wait. There we go. So there's your starter on the LS. Same thing for your truck or Tahoe. Pickup or Tahoe. Silverado or Tahoe. There is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this back in here. It's a 13. We're gonna put the little 8. A little tiny one. And that's the removal. Alright, now that we removed the starter, we're ready to remove the flywheel bolts. First, we're gonna remove this plastic cover with the 10mm here, 10mm off, and remove the plastic cover. That should give us a little visual so we can see the thing. See? There's the plastic right there, and there's the flywheel right here. So remove the 10mm, which is this one right here. Let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so bolt is off, cover is off. Throw them on the side, on the little bucket with parts or whatever. And now, see the torque converter bolts are exposed already. There we go. So we're gonna remove those. There are 3 of them. Let me spin the flywheel, and let's see what size are those. Okay, there's 2 ways to spin the. There's 2 ways to spin the engine. One, you remove the cover from here, or you're gonna grab a 24mm from the main pulley, main bolt. But if you can't do that, all you have to do is get a screwdriver, flat, pallet, whatever. You're gonna put it between the transmission and the flywheel, right like a tooth, right there, and spin it. That's all you need. As nice and easy, feel soft. You don't damage anything, so it can be comfortable. That's fine. So you go here and then try to feel if you feel the bolts and then the torque. No, still have to go more. It's coming. So let's go more. So that's how we spin it. Continue transmission on there. There, that's all you need. Spin the engine right there. I'll try to feel if the thing's coming. Not yet. So let me go ahead and start getting those off. So now we have the bolt exposed. Here it is. So what we need is a 15mm. Where did I leave this socket? Okay, so it's a 15mm. It's coming with 3 of them. Let me remove those. 15, remember 15mm. Okay, now look, if you guys have a swivel set, it's gonna make your life easier. Let me show you why. See how it's sort of all the way halfway out? It's nice and easy with the socket. There you go. 2 more to go. Last bolt is out. To make sure you have everything out, you can spin the converter by finger. See how it's spinning? Boom. So it's already loose. It's time to remove all the bolts for the transmission, but first remove the exhaust. 15mm, remember. Alright, now to remove the exhaust on the passenger side. It's 215 there, 115 there. You see the O2 sensor is on the way. Easiest way to remove that O2 sensor is gonna be using a ratchet. This one right here, 7/8, 7/8, open box. That's how you're gonna get the sensor out. Easy way. You're gonna put it between here. Get it there and get them loose. Let me go ahead and do that. That's the easiest way. For the first sensor on the O2 sensor, Chevy Silverado, Chevy Tahoe, 5.3 engine, 6.0, any LS engine. So there it's already loose. All you have to do is spin it. Spin it around and it should come out easy. Just keep going. There we go. Now we can see the last 15. So 1 there, 2 there, and let's rock and roll. Alright, full exhaust is off from here, from that side, from the back. So it's loose. All I have to do is unplug the O2 sensors, unplug here, and it's ready to come down. But what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to remove the bracket right here. This one for the transmission. But before that, I'm gonna remove all the bolts, all the 15 bolts, all the way around the transmission, and the transmission should be ready to come down. Thank you for following. Alright, we're back. All the bolts are out, 15 millimeters all the way around. Exhaust is off, both sides. This bracket right in the middle of the transmission, on the one that holds the transmission support, it's gonna be 13/16 or 21 millimeters. I'm gonna get that shit off. Full exhaust on, because you have to let the transmission hang. Don't worry, it's not gonna go down because the oil pan is gonna rest on that support in there. The reason we're doing that, because you see that last bolt all the way in the middle over there. The last one over there in the corner, the top one, another 15 millimeter. That's the last one, and the only way to get that one off without removing the intake and getting from the top, that last one over there, you can see right there, last one. Only way out is getting the transmission without the support or anything down, and you're gonna get it. Another thing, if you don't have a long extension like this one here, you're not gonna make it. So make sure you have this long. So now we're good to remove all the other crap. Let me get that off. Once I get that off, I left two in position, which is that one right there, the 15 there, so it can hold it, and the one right here too. But once I remove the top one, I can go ahead and put the jack right here on the belly of the transmission, remove those two, and unplug the transmission, and it should be out. So let me remove that top one all the way over there with a long extension and the swivel. So I have the transmission down already. That's how I have it.